How's it going, YouTube? Solo Duelist here. Tuesday morning. Um, Figured I'd do a deck profile on my Gravekeeper deck I made a little while back. I don't think I've done it yet. Also, I'm thinking of running this permanently now as my main deck, seeing as dragons got raped. So, let me know what you think. So we'll get started right away. Of course, right off the bat, I got the triple spy. You guys already know what that does. Terrible lighting, sorry guys. Just triple spy. It's a special summon a Gravekeeper from your deck with 1500 attack or less. It's a flip, and it's a nice BC defense monster. I have the triple commandant, and this one would be the ditch to get a Necro Valley to your hand. So that speeds up to get your Necro Valley to your hand pretty quick. You know, seeing as there's 3 of them, blah blah blah. I got, was it 2 descendants? Basically, in a sense, you distribute 1 Gravekeeper monster you have to destroy your opponent's monsters. Or, wow, I'm saying monster. 1 card your opponent controls. As you guys can already tell, I'm not really familiar 100% with this deck, but like I said, I gotta post this deck profile and find out what I need to put in and take out to make it a pretty good competitive deck. So here we go. Of course, I have 3 recruiters. I know what they do. They're like a Sangan for the deck. Add 1 to your hand kind of thing. That they have 1500 defense or less. So those are pretty good searchers, and they're level 3s. So if you ever end up getting level 3, you can do the overlays for them. I have the kind of like the Tekken cards in a sense, the Dark Arm Dragon, because you can always, you have your darks in the graveyard. There, a lot of them are darks, and it's a pretty damn good card if you think. Lots of people do. I see other people running it in this deck, so I figured I'd try and give it a shot. Malefic Stardust. People are like, what the hell? Well, there's lots of field spell on this deck, and you want to protect it, so why not throw Malefic Stardust to do it? And especially if it's a first turn or something like that, and your hand's full of good stuff, but you don't want to just, you know, overplay or overextend. Just throw out Malefic Stardust, bait your opponent for anything they've got, because it's a 2500 beat stick first turn without doing anything hardly. Yeah, pretty good card, and I had it at 2, but not too sure I wanted that. Zephyros, self-explanatory a lot of the time. It's just really good, especially if you have your field spell and him in the grave, and you want to pull off like an Exceed or a Synchro. It's just good overall. Return your field spell back to your hand. Bring back your field spell. It doesn't really. It's a good play. It's a good card. Gale. He speaks for himself, especially when he is a dark, and also he's a tuner, and he gets out, you could just pull out your Armor Master if you wanted to, from your extra deck, or of course if you wanted to synchro into a, I don't know, level 7 Black Rose Dragon or something like that, you could. So he's just, okay, well hey, bam, synchro. Or if you want to overlay on Recruiter, you could, but next is Assailant. Pretty sure he just does that whole attack point gaining thing, so he's like a beat stick when he gets out, when he has Necro Valley out there, and you can change battle positions to somebody. So that's a pretty interesting card. I have 1 of them in there. I'm just gonna try it out. I see other people running it. I'm just gonna give it a shot too. Monster lineup's gone. Now for the traps. Go for the double Rite of Spirit. Pretty sure you guys know what that does. I'm gonna read over it again here, seeing as I'm a retard. Yep, that's pretty much a Monster Reborn. Can't believe I didn't remember that. Alright, the double bottomless, yeah, I know what that does. I put in double Starlight Road because, well, seeing as I'm already running Stardust Dragon in my extra deck, and this is a back row heavy deck, seeing as you got your Necro Valley out there and whatnot, these are really good, especially when your opponent tries to knock it out. You can turn around and special summon a Stardust, and that's a pretty damn good good plus, especially if he's trying to destroy your card. I run double compulse. There's a lot of decks these days that take a lot of time to synchro or exceed into something big. All you gotta do is turn around with this and you answer them quite nicely. Double torrential. I'm not too sure I'll be keeping double in here because not much needs it except for if I'm facing Sams or, well, I guess essentially wind-ups too, but eh. Deck Devi. That's once again that's a little tech in card because once again everyone's dark, or not everyone's dark, but there are lots of darks in here that go over 2k from Necro Valley. Yeah, self-explanatory. I'd probably be taking it out though. And for the spell lineup, duh, 3 Necro Valleys. That definitely explains itself. It's the engine of the deck. Well, the spy is the engine, but whatever. 2 Gravekeeper Steel, or whatever you want to call it. Very good card, especially with Royal Tribute in first turn. Especially if you're facing, like, it'd be fun if you're playing like an Exodia player or something. Just laugh at them for a little while. I was gonna go for 3 pot, but of course ban list came out and had 2, so I guess we're good. Double pot. Just told you guys about this Royal Tribute. I'm flipping my cards around apparently. Yep, good first turn card. Or if you're playing Exodia and he's building up his hand, you can just turn around with that. And then my last final card staples like Book of Moon, Dark Hole, Allure, and I threw in Dark Eruption because of Gale, and of course it's just for any dark with 1500 attack or less. So I'm pretty sure that also counts for what's his face? Yeah, the Gravekeeper's Recruiter. So I can add that to my hand again from my grave, but it's mainly for Gale. Because he's a tuner, his ability works when you summon it. It's a pretty good card. So, anyways, my extra deck, I don't exactly have all completed yet. Like I said, I want to get into using this deck. Sorry. I want to get into using this deck, and I want to know how to make it as competitive as those decks are out there today. I heard they're still pretty good. They're one of the top anti-meta decks out there. That's what I think, or that's what I've heard. Hope I haven't heard wrong. I pretty much built this deck pretty damn quickly. I went to regionals 6 months ago and picked up the spies, and spies were really cheap, and I picked up the recruiters for very cheap. Shouldn't have gotten that cheap probably, but that's whatever. It's cool. So that is my deck, and my extra deck right now contains Blackwing Armor Master and Black Rose Dragon and anything I can synchro with. And I guess seeing as I have some level 3s in there, I could throw in Leviathan Dragon and Levi Dragon. Wow. That's terrible. And I could throw in Zenmains because they're all level 3 overlays. So from that point, guys, let me know what I should add in and take out. That'd be awesome. So it's been a while, so help me out. Thanks guys. Peace out YouTube.